We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. Trevor Etienne to return this. This makes it up to the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Gallup can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. On play action, here's Young. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Well, empty the backfield. Motion him right. On 3rd down, it's Young. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock. And not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a 2nd-round pick. It's Tyler Shough.
What a story this guy already has to tell, Kate. 7 years in college, 42 starts, 3 different schools, and a multitude of injuries. But I'll tell you this, a lot of NFL teams were intrigued by his talent because he could run, he could throw, and when healthy, he could be a difference maker.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. The game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap to Shough. Has him on. Waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd down, here's Shough. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd try. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Young. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. This is Liggins working the left side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. Dumps it off to his running back. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 14.
Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap now to Young. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different parish.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Fred, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Here's shot, 1st and 10. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On play action, here's Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Shuck now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's... 3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up with the 20 after the touchback. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Needed here on 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On the draw, it's Dowdle. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. McMillan on the slant. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to call some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Young's going to sneak it. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down from the 42. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's Dowdle again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here's Young to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Off the play action, Chuck. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Another run for Kamara. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throw here, third down. Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up fourth and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
The Panther offense headed out to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Young throwing here. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
The inside give to Dowdle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Chase Young bringing him down there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end motioning right. This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Panthers, first down. It's a gain of 10.
That's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
First down, and they go right back to him. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
This time it's a passing play. He set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shuck working from the gun. He finds Bailey working downfield here. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
4 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Now Shuck to throw. Taken in by Hill, right side. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Olave. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down. Well, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. First down from the 42. Counter give to Kamara. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So once again, Kai Kroger out for the punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Panthers set to take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Coming from the shotgun. Young to throw it. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Young. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Man in motion, headed right. On 3rd down, it's Young. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Carolina in punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Shuck now on first down. Hits his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 40-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shuck's going to throw here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. That'll be caught by his back, Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Looking to throw. Throwing this for the end zone. He got it! Interception! J.C. Horn to pick it off. So that's halftime, and we've arrived here scoreless. Now let's head over to our buddy Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field of play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. This will give to Kamara. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Third down, here's Shuck. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down, Young. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
Here comes the Saints offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Running behind center with Kamara. He has this down to the 34. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. He's on the move, past the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead in quarter number 2. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Panthers nothing.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Sets a return. It's Chuba Hubbard. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here's the give to Dowdle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Panthers.
We've set it down from 37. On the ground again with Dowdle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He gets them out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Off the play action, Chuck. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Give on second to Camaro. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Got to figure out this third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Completes this one to Hill. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Panthers, then running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. And going play action. Young bails out of the pocket.
Schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, it's Young. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different pair.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. We'll air it out on 3rd. Completed to his running back. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll go, Dowdle. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. On play action, here's Shaw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Kamara gets it on the draw. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number 1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Smith able to put it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, this is Etienne. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina about set to go once again on. Brock is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Coming in trailing on the scoreboard. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. but in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Young to throw it. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Young looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On third down, it's Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Young on first and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Cut down the field, Leggett. Quick rally to the 1 yard. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Here's Young again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. No throw. Third and long. That's caught for the first. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's incomplete on second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on third and long. And let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on fourth down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints come marching onto the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Running back sent in motion. Shuck now on 1st down. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Caught by his back, Neal. And he's down to almost, oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
That's good.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shuck working from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
18-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Off the play action. Jump. Taken in by Vele, right side. And this one doesn't go far. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They send a tight end in motion. Kamara gets it. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
They'll run with Kamara. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Here's a design run. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. Kamara. Oh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. A very short kick here from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Hubbard with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. McMillan coming in motion right. First down, Young. Running right side by McMillan. And he gets out of bounds, but just 8 yards. They needed more.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Young working from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
It's third down and 1 yard to go.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds with the first. Only 17 seconds remaining. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Again, it's Young. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Alontae Taylor on the coverage.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the air yet again. Young. All right, get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.